welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One. I got you with all the news. Let's go. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Welcome to Christmas. Okay, it's actually the new month. I haven't said Happy New Month to you, so Happy New Month to you. Welcome to Christmas. It's one of my favorite seasons of the year. I want to say thank you to you all who sent messages and who called, and some of you who sent emails to LucysQuickOne@gmail.com. Thank you so much. That was after I talked about my beautiful granny and the fact that she passed. A lot of you were just so amazing. Even in my comment section, you guys are just awesome. Thank you so much. And I did go out. Yes, I listened to most of you. I got out and I had my very first boat ride. To be honest, see this me in that picture or in that video, I was scared at the beginning, but later on I was able to blend in, and I also got to dance a little bit. Let's go. So, social media was on fire during the week. I'm sure you must have seen it. Some people who have not seen it, don't worry, I'm going to tell you about it. It was about Burna Boy. Now, it's not about Burna Boy and the Grammys. Remember, I said it last week. The Grammys is in January 2021. This was about Burna Boy and the fact that allegedly he was cheating. So let me give you a backstory to how this happened. So there was this lady. Her name is Jo Pearl. She came on social media to reveal that she and Burna Boy were dating for the past 2 years. Hey, in fact, So apparently, when she came out to make this declaration, a lot of people were just not understanding what was going on. So she explained this in a 20 minutes video, and I sat down and I watched the entire video, and I'll give you a summary to it. So she said that she and Burna Boy started dating even before Burna Boy met Stefflon Don. And you know, when we talk about Burna Boy and romance, we know it's Stefflon Don and nobody else. So she said that Burna Boy slid into our DM 2 years ago. Our DM sliders. He slid into our DM and then he tried talking to her, but she was not responding. But after a while, her friends were like, respond now, and then she talked to Burna Boy. Long story short, they had this vibe going. And then before you knew it, they were inseparable. And because Burna Boy was in London then, she moved in with Burna Boy and everything was beautiful. Then she now said that things started going south when Burna Boy came back to Nigeria last year. And I'm like, okay. She said when he came back to Nigeria, things were not really going well with them. They had an argument. And before she knew what was happening, there was news that Burna Boy was dating Stefflon Don. And then when they had a little conversation about it, just a little, Burna Boy was like, because they had an argument, he thought she had moved on, so he moved on as well. Then she now revealed that she came to Nigeria to understand what was going on. Basically, she was like, she didn't even believe the fact that Stefflon Don and Burna Boy were a thing. So when she got to Nigeria, she saw Burna Boy. However, she stated that she revealed what her biggest regret is.
The biggest regret I have is never addressing the issue. I just kind of, we both didn't address the issue of this thing that came out in public. We both saw each other and it's like two kids that have been separated. We just ran to each other and kind of resumed things as normal, basically.
That's not all. She also used the opportunity to send a direct message to Burna.
I'm just tired of protecting you. I've got feelings too, and you can't always have your cake and eat it. Seeing you in secret for so long has literally been so detrimental to my mental state. It's my choice, but you guys will never understand what it feels like to be in my shoes, especially when I feel like we just can't stop seeing each other.
So you see why this would actually cause a whole lot of reaction. Now, on one hand, we had people who were like, why did it take you 2 years to speak up? Why are you just talking now? We had other people who were like, they understood where Pearl was coming from and that they have been in similar situations before. Then we also had people who were like, Burna Boy is also living up to his name as African Giant. Maybe he wants to become another fella. Now, talking about Burna Boy's response to this whole thing. Neither Burna Boy nor Stefflon Don as at now have said anything about these allegations, and this is why some people are still on the fence. So based on this, I would say that since there are no facts, this is just one side of the story. Since there are no facts to back up Pearl's claims, I would also pick no side. However, if this was in any way true, Pearl should have just had a conversation with Burna Boy about this when she saw the story. I understand she probably would have wanted peace and all that, but having a conversation about certain things in relationships, situationships, even marriage, it really helps. Communication, my dear, is key. And I know that she knows better. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. And still talking about social media, Psquare, Peter Okoye and Peter Osaze Odemwingie. Now, Osaze Odemwingie used to be one of our strikers. Like, he used to be a Nigerian striker. So, Osaze came out on social media to lash out at Peter Okoye's business. Now, Peter Okoye has his lottery business. And Osaze claimed in a post that Peter was robbing people of their money in broad daylight. And in reaction, Peter Okoye came out to lash out at Osaze too, saying that Osaze had some things going on in his head, and then people should pray for Osaze. And people were started wondering that, okay, so what were we going to do about this particular situation? To be honest, personally, I was like, sincerely, we do not need this kind of energy right now. And they listened to me, actually. They did, because before the end of the week, Osaze came out to apologize to Peter, saying this was what he meant, this was what he did not mean.
Didn't mean no offense, bro, to be honest. But, you know, we're brothers. So you notice something like maybe I'm pushing it too far. But I think when I watched your video about the guy that took his mom's last 500 naira to gamble, basically, what you're doing, you're encouraging gambling. So apologies if I offended you in any way.
Well, Peter accepted the apology and also in turn apologized to Osaze, and then peace reigned. Rape, sexual violence and abuse is one subject or subjects that I see as extremely sensitive. And I'm very happy that as we go on with our lives, people are raising more awareness about this and the fact that it is not a joke. My respect goes out to the comedians who lent their voices to ending the rape culture in Nigeria.
Telling a rape joke doesn't mean I condone sexual violence. Really?
Come on. It's just a way to get people to laugh.
It's just a joke. These excuses are no longer acceptable.
1 in 3 women have experienced some form of sexual and gender-based violence.
Which means when you joke about rape, 1 out of every 3 women in your audience is negatively affected.
So basically, they bought tickets to relieve their worst nightmare,
adding to their pain and undermining their suffering.
Normalizing rape culture and perpetuating this violence.
Making it harder for survivors to speak out, especially when audiences laugh.
This has to stop now.
Trust me, every single contribution, every single awareness about this topic will go a long way. So even if you're just gisting with your friends or even talking to your family about this, it's going a long way. So spread the word in any way you can. So, you know, when it comes to Big Brother Naija, one thing that is very common with all the housemates is the fact that they try their best after the show to be in our faces. But there is this housemate that has decided not just to be in our faces, he has decided to also be in our ears. Congratulations to Ozo. He has his own radio show. Remember when he came on the Quick One, he talked about the fact that he loves sports and he has a lot of dreams or a lot of plans as regards sports. So apparently right now he has a radio show called The Rewind with Ozo, and well, for all those who love sports, I think you already have your man. Still in the congratulatory mood, congratulations to Ngozi Okonjo Iweala. She's the first woman to win Forbes African of the Year award. Like, that lady, she's just everything. Now, this award is usually given to change makers and people who have demonstrated excellence in leadership. And trust me, she does not fall short. Now, in case you don't know who Ngozi Okonjo Iweala is, I'll just give you a little bit of history as to who she is. She has served as Nigeria's finance minister twice. She has served as our foreign affairs minister. She, at some point, was the managing director of the World Bank. And hopefully, we are all praying, she gets to be named the Director General of the World Trade Organization. And if she does get that, she becomes the very first woman and the very first African to get such role. Congratulations to you, Ngozi Okonjo Iweala, once again. Thank you so much for giving women the confidence to dream and helping us in our belief that the future is female. On that note, I say thank you so much for watching this week's episode of LucysQuickOne. I got you with more news, more entertainment, more gist right here on this channel. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Do not forget to share the link and of course, comment right